Now, I don't like the phrase diet hacks because there's no such thing as diet hacks, but these kinda are diet hacks. So we've all been there trying to cut down some fat, lose some weight, but just in a constant battle with hunger. Maybe you are losing weight, but it's just an extremely painful experience, or maybe you're just unable to lose weight because you can't seem to eat little enough to facilitate weight loss. You're just getting too damn hungry. Well, these are 3 of my favourite foods for when you're trying to lose weight because they make it nearly impossible not to lose weight. It's not that they magically boost your metabolism or they just, you burn more fat eating them. It's none of that crap, none of that exists. These foods are just so high in volume and low in calorie that you can eat as much of them as you want, and it just makes it impossible to gain weight. They are so low in calorie that you can just fill yourself up with them and get so few calories from it that eating low calorie just becomes easy. So let's get into the first extremely low calorie food. Okay, so first up is mushrooms. Now, I don't think many people realise just how low calorie these are because I don't see them mentioned that often, but trust me, they are seriously low calorie, and I don't know about you, but I love the taste of them in meals. I was trying to think of a cool way to show you just how much volume they have, but I couldn't think of one, so we'll go with this instead.
Got enough of every melody, they all sound the same. Yeah. For my broken heart, no remedy, but maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. 'Cause you
Right, so if we look at this pack of mushrooms, you can see that is a big pack. It is literally bang on the size of my head. And these are closed cup white mushrooms. This is 300 grams worth. So if you imagine 300 grams, all these mushrooms in your stomach, once they're cut up, they become even bigger. Like obviously they're not literally bigger, but they seem bigger. If you ate this whole container, which is like 50p or something, guess how many calories? Give you a few seconds to think. 24. 24 calories for adding this whole thing to a meal. That is ridiculous. If you eat that and you can't eat low calorie, then I don't believe you. Next up is another one that people don't really mention that often, but is really good for dieting, and that is jelly. The calories are incredibly low. The volume is incredibly high. It's really sweet, so it helps those sweet cravings. And it's also mostly protein, and we all like that protein. To show you just how good the volume is in jelly, I've made some up for you. It is a whole bowl full, and it is only 30 calories for the whole thing. So we'll look at that now. Let's go back in time a few hours.
Perfect.
as you can see, a bowl full of jelly, and it's not a small bowl, it's, you know, it's a good sized bowl. This is literally over 1 pound of food. It's like, a pound is like 450 grams and this is like 600 grams or something like that, so it's over a pound of food. It's going to be filling, and you can add it alongside or after any other meal just to make that meal feel super filling. This whole bowl, 32 calories. Yeah.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
And the last of our 3 foods is courgette. Before you kick off the video, hear me out and subscribe. I know they look weird. I know that. I know they look weird. And they usually get sliced up and fried, and they're like little weird rubbery disc things. However, if you have one of these things, this is a spiralizer, then courgettes are an absolutely solid diet hack. Like I said, this bad boy is called a spiralizer, and essentially it turns courgette into spaghetti. Once it's mixed in with your meal, whether you've made a stir fry or, like you can see on the screen, this is something I make quite a lot. It's so nice. The actual courgette literally tastes like nothing, but you get that texture and you get that volume of spaghetti. It is amazing for dieting. As you can see, once it's spiralized, the courgette gives so much volume, which makes it so good for dieting. You can add it to pretty much any meal and it will make that meal huge, so it's really filling without adding many calories. This big bowl, this is a larger than usual bowl, so it's, you know, it's even more than you probably think. That whole bowl full of courgette is about 12 calories. It's about 12 calories. If you spiralized this whole courgette, it would be about 25. And it would be about 3 times the volume of that bowl. What? Fry it up for a minute or 2, add in some chicken, some of these bad boys, some of these mushrooms, add some sauce. It's literally impossible not to lose weight. If you're eating these 3 foods and you're not eating weight, if you're eating these foods and you're not losing weight, then what the hell are you doing? So there you go guys, 3 foods which you can add to pretty much any meal or have alongside any meal, which will add a ton of volume and size to your meal, helping you feel really full, making dieting so easy whilst adding barely any calories. You'll be able to be extremely full regardless of how low your dieting calories are. Like I said, there are no actual diet hacks, and you can't escape the fact that you need to be in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight. However, these foods just make it so much easier and so much more comfortable to be in that calorie deficit. Like I said, if you know what you're doing with foods like this, it really does become effortless and quite enjoyable, honestly. So like I said, that is everything for today's video. Definitely try out these 3 diet hacks, using that term loosely. Trust me, you'll be blown away by just how full and satisfied you can feel eating such low calories. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did learn something from today's video, please do subscribe to the channel. Do give the video a thumbs up, and until the next one, see you later guys.